No.
And he's bright enough when you get in front of him?
Yeah.
Action. Go.
Actually, too. Yeah, so I like chose to eat all those generic laundry pods, so like, what can you do? Okay. Good.
Okay. Tipped off. Okay, yes, police arrived to the gruesome scene after being alerted by someone who claimed they were from the Sock Puppet International News Network or Spin. Anyway, that person is not being considered a suspect. According to police investigation, at this time, it is very difficult to figure out who is the suspect due to his multiple identities. Something like that?
Yeah.
I got it kind of close. Right. According to sources close to the investigation, the identity of the suspect remains a mystery due to his multiple. As it appears, he has multiple identities. Okay.
Yeah. I would say assumed, just because that does sound very like
that's
newsy.
More of a, okay.
Yeah.
According to sources close to the investigation, the identity of the suspect remains a mystery, as it appears he has multiple assumed identities. He doesn't have multiple identities. He has multiple assumed identities.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So if you feel comfortable, we can do it a take. If not, we can run through it again.
Let me run it again. Okay. Thank you, Dave. Yes, police have arrived at the gruesome scene, having been alerted by someone who claims to be from the Sock Puppet International News Network, or SPIN. That person is not being considered a suspect according to sources. However, according to the sources, okay, to be alerted by a reporter who claims to be from the Sock Puppet International Network, or SPIN. That reporter is not being considered a suspect. According to multiple other sources, the identity of the suspect remains a mystery due to multiple assumed identities. Okay. Yes, police arrived to a gruesome scene. Yes, police arrived to a gruesome scene after being alerted by a reporter. Okay. Yes, police arrived to a gruesome scene after. Police arrived to a gruesome scene after being alerted by a reporter who claims to be from the Sock Puppet International News Network, or SPIN. That reporter is not being considered a suspect. According to other suspects, according to sources close to the investigation, the suspect's identity is very difficult to determine because he has many assumed identities.
Okay,
that's
so
not it, but okay.
I don't want to give you too many notes because this is like a lot.
Yeah.
The one I would say in particular is when you say Sock Puppet International News Network, don't question it because you're like a reporter.
Okay, because he said, Josiah said to question it. So I don't think it should be a question. I don't think it should be a question either, because I feel like
because if you're a reporter,
you're not
really.
You would just say it. You wouldn't question the source. You would say the source came from the Sock Puppet International News Network, or SPIN, right? Okay. Yeah.
Just say it because you're a news reporter. Like, you have to be confident in the facts. So say it naturally.
Okay, we're gonna go with that. Anything else?
I would say thank you, Dave. If it's too much, like, you don't even have to say the yes. Because the way they spin it to you, they say, for more of the story we have Kaya Ambra, you can just say, thank you, Dave. Police arrived.
Okay.
Police arrived to a gruesome scene
after being alerted by a source who claimed to be a reporter for the Sock Puppet International Network, or SPIN. According to sources close to the investigation, this person is not being considered a suspect. However, the identity of the true suspect is very difficult to determine due to his multiple assumed identities. I mean, it's something close to that. Is that close enough?
Yeah, the other thing is she is not being treated as a suspect at this time.
So she is not being treated as a suspect at this time. Okay.
Yeah.
So don't say the reporter is not being treated as a suspect.
Say that. Not being. Say that. I didn't hear you say it.
I said it, the reporter, but because, you know what? I know it's dumb, but I know sometimes he flips around cast members, so I didn't want to give a gender, but I don't know who she is. So is it a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. right, she. Okay. All right, yes, police arrived. Okay, let me try one more time. Ready? Okay. Thank you, Dave. Police arrived at the gruesome scene after being alerted by a reporter who claims to be from the Sock Puppet International Network, or SPIN. According to sources, she is not being considered a suspect at this time. According to sources close to the investigation, the true suspect's identity is a mystery due to his many assumed identities. That close enough? What else did I miss?
So Spin, Sock
According
Puppet
to
International
closest-
News Network.
Uh-huh.
I didn't hear news.
News Network. Okay.
Um,
Or SPINN. Should I say maybe or SPINN instead of Spin, or just Spin? Is it Spin?
yeah, Spin.
Okay.
I wouldn't say Spin News because it's already in the initials.
Okay, or Spin.
And yeah, or Spin. And then what says as he appears to have multiple, just say they, as it appears they have multiple identities.
The
because-
identity of the suspect remains a mystery, as they have multiple assumed identities. That
Right.
sounds better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
We'll try again. Plus we had the helicopter before.
Okay. Thank you, Dave. Police arrived at the gruesome scene after being alerted by a reporter who claims to be from the Sock Puppet International News Network, SPIN. The reporter is not being considered a suspect at this time. According to sources close to the investigation, the identity of the true suspect remains a mystery, as they have many assumed identities.
That was good. I want to get one more. And
The identity of the suspect remains a mystery, as it appears he has many assumed identities. Oh no, what did you change it to? The identity
it's just
of the
saying
suspect.
they,
Okay,
but that
they
was
remain. The identity of the suspect remains. I don't have to say that whole thing again, right? So it's
Right.
just according to sources close to the investigation, the identity of.
of the suspect remains a mystery, as it appears they have
Okay,
multiple
as
assumed
it appears
identities.
they have. Okay.
Yeah.
That does sound so much better. According to the source, okay. According to sources close to the according to sources close to the investigation, the action. According to sources close to the investigation, the identity of the suspect remains a mystery, as they have many assumed identities. I know it's multiple assumed identities. Okay. All right. Should we try one?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave. Sorry.
I know, this is like a tongue.
Okay. And thank you, Dave. Yes. I'm not gonna say yes. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me just get it together here. Police arrived to a gruesome scene. Police arrived to a gruesome scene after being alerted by someone who claimed to be a reporter for the Sock International. Police arrived to a gruesome scene. The identity of the suspect remains a mystery, as it appears he has multiple assumed. Okay. Thank you, Dave. Police arrived to the gruesome scene after being alerted. Thank you, Dave. Police arrived to the gruesome scene after being alerted by a reporter who claims to be from the Sock Puppet International News Network, SPIN. This reporter is not being. I don't want to say this reporter because it doesn't sound to me like I'm saying me, like this reporter.
Yeah,
I gotta
see
say
that.
she, so I gotta say she.
Okay.
All right, that was that one. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Dave. The police arrived to this gruesome scene after being alerted by a reporter who claims to be from the Sock Puppet International News Network, or SPIN. She is not being considered. Duncan Scorsese is in fact another name listed. Also found in the crime scene was a woman. Is it dead? A young woman in a bathtub. She's not dead though, right?
Right.
Okay. Duncan Scorsese is another name listed. Also found at the crime scene, a young woman in a bathtub filled with peanuts.
Okay, that was good. We'll just go with one more, just for safety.
Okay. Duncan Scorsese is, in fact, another name listed. Also found at the crime scene, a young woman in a bathtub filled with peanuts.
That was perfect. That was so newsy right there. Okay, so we got those two.
There's one other, but I think I said it here.
that